on here? Who's coming on here? I hope I did it right. I'm just going to chill. See what's up. Yay, Trevor! You are first! Happy Friday! Hello! Oh, here we go. Ooh, Bushinta! Remind me your name. I know it's not that... Corango. Oh my God! Hello! Angela! Wow! Hello! Mona, you're not late at all. Mona, I just saw your DM. I was like, what? You're amazing, y'all. Nicolas-san, I'm here too. You can hear me, Mona. Thank you. You know how I feel about these things. Oh, this is loud. Blackpink, hello, welcome back. It's so nice to have you back. Jose, kind Jose, what's up? How you doing? Skips, welcome back. That's to you. Let's see how cool and easy and smooth this one can be, okay, everybody? That is so freaking loud. Brandon Bear, hello, my love. John, thank you for my flowers and my hearts today. Oh, yeah. Blackpink fan edits. Hello. Welcome back. Oh, there's two Blackpinks. No, that's the same Blackpink. That's the same Blackpink. Okay, I could understand if there's more than one Blackpink because Blackpink is Blackpink. Sarah Baby Doll, love, how you doing? Happy Friday, everybody. I missed you too. I missed you too. Welcome back. Welcome back, Black. That was not my fault. I'm going to use this one. Do you guys remember when I talked about a big maraca? Yay! This is Dominican flag and this is American flag and this is from my cousin's wedding. 2014. It's been over 10 years. Bonkers! We used to have like 20 million of these around the house and now I can only find this one. My mom can't find... Ooh, I shouldn't say that out loud. Sorry, David. We have them all over the house, David. Let's see. Who else is here? Who else is here? Tiny Sis, how you doing? Victor! And now for the moment you all been waiting for. It's the Jovanna Vidal show, starting your favorite face, Jovanna Vidal. I did not come up with that copy, but thank you, Victor, for doing so. Could you imagine me like being like your favorite face, Jovanna Vidal? I would be so embarrassed to say that, but because you said it, I can say it. I'm going to go light on the maracas, even though I really want to, like, pounce on them. Marcos, a movie lover, back again. Hello, everybody. Oh, you like my shirt? Thank you. It's a little ruffly. I'm into these, like, ruffle things lately. Buchinta, what name did you tell me you wanted me to call you? Can you please remind me? I was in Mexico, and my brain is a little scrambled. My Brandon Bear. Oh, you love the cameos with Armando. You got double the advice. Yes, you did, Miss Nicola and Miss Sarah Baby Doll. I always love doing my cameos in a moment where, like, I'm either in a cool setting or in a cool place, or I give you hopefully really good advice. If not, I'll have like whoever's with me jump in. So it's always a mixed bag. For those of you who have done a lot of cameos with me, you know what I mean. And thank you for them always. So thank you. Marcos Movie Lover, welcome back. I know you've been in and out, but the fact that you missed us, I love it. Thank you. All the hellos, my Joshie. Here's Joshie. How you doing, my Joshie? Oh, I love all the hellos. You have a new idea for a Dhar Man video. I just watched the video with the toxic boyfriend and the girl. My daughter's not allowed to dress the way she wants. Y'all, remember when I was preparing for that one and I was like, this one's really hard for me? I wonder why. That was so not me as probably, I don't know what I would be like as a real mom because I'd probably want to be super protective of my daughter, likely. But don't tell me how to dress. So that whole time I had to like swallow like the Jovanna in me and be like, okay, I am this mom who wants her to wear and do what her boyfriend says and does. That is not Jovanna. So all my lines, I was like really struggling with them. Can you see what I meant now? Like that was so not me as a mom. I don't know. I'm not a like mom. I know I'm a YouTube and an Insta mom to y'all, whoever chooses, of course. But I would not imagine myself reacting that way. Because my grandma probably got my sister this shirt. It's Jackie's shirt. I'm wearing it because she's read everything. So and ruffles, that was just Jackie. And I found I'm like, this is my Friday shirt today. And but my grandma used to dress us like she would cut my skirts. I'm like, Grandma, I have to wear this to work. And she's like, it was too long. I'm like, Grandma. So that's my background, which is very different than like Indian backgrounds, which obviously the culture is very different. But Dominicans are not like that, as you can tell. I know it's really hot. I am boiling in here. I don't have the fan on. But compared to Mexico, I'm like in air conditioning. Mexico was brutal, y'all. I guess I gave away where I was, right? Y'all guessed it. And we'll do that at the end of the live. I already have my names picked out and everything. So we will do the little contest winners at the end of the live. I'll wait till, after the lesson and all that. So maybe some of you might be, ethically incentivized to stay to the end. It looks so cool. What looks so cool? The maraca or my shirt? My time with Armando was holy smack dog. I don't even know where to go with that, Nicola. Okay, so now I can tell and remind me what I said and haven't said yet. But Oscar was supposed to go with us, so I was really like excited to be like, this is my real husband and this is my TV husband, right? When I introduced them to everybody. Unfortunately, last minute, Oscar couldn't make it happen. We turned it around in like a week. So from that video that I was supposed to go in and shoot with Armando, that was on a Wednesday, and we left the following Tuesday. Dhar wanted us to leave that same day. I was like, I am not packed properly. He's so funny. But yeah. So, was I supposed to tell the secret already? Oh, well, you guys now know. Shh, don't say anything. But Armando, like, told everybody. I was like, Armando. And then I was being all discreet, guys. Did you guys find that funny? I'm like, I'm in a secluded area where there are no microphones, no lights, no cameras, and I'm coming to you from this secret place. And then Armando's like, hello, and then I see his stories. I'm like, Armando? It was so funny. It was typical, like, us, right? Like, I am such a hush. Like, on set, I am super hush. Not that I don't talk. I talk a lot. But I'm just very, like, mindful. I don't want to share the story. I don't want any, like, information or details to come out. I'm very hush about everything. I'm very mindful of whose story is what and who says the story. I really believe in, just, discreetness. I love discreet, quiet, Not that I'm not loud, as you know, but I do believe in everybody, sharing what they share at the right time that they want to share it at, right? And Armando's like, woo! And I'm like, what's your problem, dude? It was so funny. So, Nicola, to answer your question, it was freaking amazing. Armando and I had the time of our lives. He had been there multiple times. He is from the town right over. So he grew up going to Puerto Vallarta. So the fact that he wanted to still go there with me, being my first time, I am so grateful to him, because it was like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, I'll keep talking about it, but let me move it along because I want to say hello to more of you. But oh my gosh. Oh, it was amazing. It was so good. Shane, hello from Jamaica. ID, man. ID. Summer's tomorrow. Yeah, my little sister's birthday's tomorrow. I was up late trying to get her a gift to get there in time for her amazing Amazon comes through, of course. So I was able to get a gift out to her, because it's been wackadoodle since that day that we got. As you know, I've been traveling a lot, right? Not a lot, but in and out, right? In and out. And whenever you travel once, it like, you come back and you have to catch up. And I came back and it was like, no, you're going. I was like, oh, smack dog, we're going. So it's a lot of catch up, as you could tell with my comments, y'all. You know, I'll get to them when I get to them, but I'm going to get to them, but I can't get to them just yet. Because when we got back, Dhar Studios was like, we need all your photos, like, by end of day. And we're like, I took 900 photos and videos, and I had to clean them up, upload, download, pass them on, all in like, it took me like 7-8 hours to do that. I only took a break to eat dinner. It was, and then they're like, we need it. I'm like, okay. So, and then I've been auditioning, and then I had a couple doctor's appointments. So it's been bonkers this week since we got back. We got back Sunday night. And I've been going. And I'm proud of myself because it's Friday! And it's minute 13. And I put my alarms. Thank you, Sarah, baby doll love. So I didn't do what I did last time when we were live. I'll stop it because I am going to go into my lesson. Okay, I'm going to put my maraca down because I don't have 8 tentacles. Although when I go live, I wish I did, because I need to hold on to my comments. I need to hold on to my phone. I need to hold on to my maraca. Ay, Dios mío. The problems of first world live going. Okay, let me find it. I'm really excited. So I hope everyone's good. Everyone's behaving, right? Do I go to the end to see what's up? Make sure you can hear me. Okay, y'all can tell I learned my lessons, right? Holy smack dog, y'all! I love my comments. Okay, so not humid. Puerto Vallarta was like no, a sauna's dry. It was like a steam room, dude. Okay, so everyone's doing good. Everyone's behaving. Yes, we can hear you. Molly, my love. Hello. And if you're in here and I haven't said hello yet, put another comment in, because I don't know if I can go back, because by the time I'm done talking, they might be invisible. Like they erase after a certain amount of time. And I want to make sure I say hello to everybody. And I see some blue pears. I know who does blue pears. Let me see. I want to make sure I see these blue pears. Ooh, a pear with a cup of coffee. You want me to have more energy than this, Nicola-san? Beware at your own risk. Thank you, my Nicola, for my pear with my cup of coffee. I don't drink coffee. I did on vacation. I needed that, man. I needed coffee. Oh, Victor! Hey, you! I'm getting all these little pears. Thank you. Let's celebrate their first super chat. How do we do that? I celebrate all the super chats. And Victor, if you can tell me your handle on IG, I like to thank everybody who sends me like a super generous super thanks. Again, 0 entrance fee. Actually, it's not 0. I upped it. It's not going to be 0 entrance fee anymore to come to this live. But all of you have already paid. You're subscribed! So a subscribe, a like, a comment, y'all. That's why it's $0 for you, because you've all entered the Friday bubble. And so I just want you to be clear that the super chats, the super thanks, the super amazingnesses that you give and share and pass on are much appreciated. Thank you, Sarah Baby Doll. You're always giving me a fox with a little heart. Super appreciated, but not necessary, not expected, loved and treasured. And, that's how I can do upgrades to lights and cameras and action. But please don't, I have a little cabinet that doesn't close properly, and I always like thump my booty on it. So when you hear that, one day I'll show you, but I can't right now because I'm all hooked up. But I don't need coffee. You're right, Angela. Wow. I don't need coffee. I don't. I do have energy things. I showed you a couple weeks ago because I love like clean energy, but I don't drink coffee. Okay, my quote, y'all. Okay, let's find the quote. I have it right here. I'm only 3 minutes late. That's not bad for a Dominican. It's really good. Okay, Mona, you ready? Okay. No, I don't drink hot chocolate either. I've never had hot chocolate. Isn't that weird? I've never had hot chocolate. Okay, here we go. So the quote of the day is, never forget who ignored you when you needed them and who helped you before you even had to ask. I'm going to read that again. Never forget who ignored you when you needed them and who helped you before you even had to ask. Flipping it around. Never forget who ignored you when you needed them and who, what's that word say? Helped. It's hard to read backwards. Who helped you before you even had to ask. And why that spoke to me, and you're going to see why it like parlays, right? I'll keep it up in case you want to do a screenshot. Hi. And for those of you who know what that means, right? There are moments in our life where we have great friends, seemingly best friends, ride or die friends, right? There's all these category of friends, right? And sometimes something happens, oftentimes, a lot of things happen, right? Where the people who are in your life will demonstrate their true colors in how they respond to you. So let me see if I can smooth that out because I'm thinking it out loud live, y'all. So let me see if I can think this out and smooth it out for you. So we all go through things, right? And sometimes we have really good friends in our lives and sometimes something big happens in our life and we need them and they're not there. Or sometimes they shun you or don't give you attention or don't ask how you're doing. And that's very indicative, right, of the type of friend that person is, right? They could be one-sided. They could be going through something themselves. They could be not as great of a friend, and this is a flag. It could be any category of anything. And the reason I say this is because so often we need that clarification, right, as to what category this friend is in. And the reason why I selected this quote today is because this meant so much to me, especially in Mexico with Armando. I kid you not. I have needed someone in my life. Like, Oscar's my bestest friend, right? He's my husband. He's my everything. And sometimes we just need friends that we can go out and have dinner or drinks or, a little get together with, right? Because I also believe in having more than one person in your circle, right? So yes, Oscar's my everything best friend. However, it was clear to me how big of an influence Armando has had on my life and what a huge, tremendous friend he has been to me. And so there have been times where I needed someone and he's been the first one to jump up and be like, girl, what do you need? He has never, ever, ever been too busy or too tired or too in his own thing that he hasn't responded and been like, I'm here for you. And over the years, that has meant so much to me. And I've also seen in other circumstances where, friends haven't stepped up or showed up or given of themselves in the way I would like to have in what I call a friend, right? The way I would like, you treat others how you would be treated. And I have had situations where it hasn't been reciprocated. I think we can all relate to that, right? We've all had friends where we're like, are they a friend? Maybe, maybe not, right? So this quote specifically spoke to me because a friend or someone in your life of great value is someone who's there to help you even before you ask. And isn't that precious and beautiful, right? They know before you do, oftentimes, that they need to be there for you. And that was just powerful for me. And I see some comments coming in. Oh, Mona, I'd rather have people show me their true colors so I don't waste my time. Exactly. And so going into my minute 22, I haven't been in the comments, but it's because my quote of the day and my minute 22 parlay into one another. So my minute 22 lesson is this. Armando has a huge circle and network of friends. He's got a gazillion friends. He's got best friends. He's got so many people in his life that he considers close and friends. I don't. I'm the opposite. I have like a very small circle. I can count on one hand how many people are like friendly in my life that I turn to. That doesn't mean I don't have people from like past lives, meaning like when I worked at MasterCard, I still have a dear friend from MasterCard. I still have a dear friend from Miami. I still have a dear friend from like different stages of my life. That I have. However, they're not in the same city. I can't be like, yo, let's go do brunch. Yo, let's go, have dinner, right? They're like far off in distant world from a past life. And that's what I mean in this circumstance, past life. So I don't have a lot of friends in LA, right? I have a handful, maybe one or two, I doubt it, that are Oscar's friends that I kinda, not really. But on one hand, and they're like Dhar man, y'all can deduce, right? So why I say that is because my lesson, I had to cushion the lesson, is that when we were in Puerto Vallarta this past week, it became clear to me like how important Armando is in my life. Like he is like my dearest friend. And I said, oh, you're my best friend, right? Because I don't have, as I said, many friends. And a moment later, he was like, oh, this is my dear girlfriend. We both say girlfriend, but in a friend that's a girl way, right? Only. So this is mi amiga, da 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 da. And I remember feeling like, wow, I know he's got best friends. Like, I know he's got so many best friends. And the lesson for me was, I can put him in one category and have him as my best friend, even if he already has another best friend and he doesn't put me in that category, right? I'm one of his dear friends because he's got so many. I've gone to his parties. He's got like a close, intimate parties, like 60 friends, and they're all like intimate friends. Like, I'm like, I don't know 60 people around the world who would come to my party, right? Aside from the FriFam, that's different, right? So my point is that it's so interesting how we think that sometimes we need to like have people in the same category. And I thought it was really cool for me to be like, oh, he could be my best friend even though I'm not his. Just because I turn to him and I consider him my best friend, and he has other people who he considers best friend, doesn't like diminish or devalue my appreciation for his friendship in my life. And I thought that was really cool. I was like, because it used to be like, and correct me if I'm wrong, it used to be as like teens and kids, it's like, you want to be best friends, and you had to like agree on it and like pinky square. No, not square. Pinky swear, or, like wear a little heart. That's the era I'm from, and 2 pieces, and we'd each wear one best friend heart piece. And I just remember like almost like dating, like you had to confirm that the other person felt the same way. And I just had that little mini bright moment of light and sweet appreciation where I was like, he can be my best friend even though I'm not his. That's okay. What's the harm in that, right? Like, just because we didn't like break apart a heart and he's wearing one and I'm wearing one, that doesn't mean we're not like close friends and I can't regard him as my best friend. So I say this because I know a lot of you contend with friend questions and contend with like who's really a true friend and who really, and I think it's an opportunity to like open up the aperture. I don't say that often, but open it up so that we can like be a little more flexible with our terms and our categories and our labels. It's like, who cares? Right? Who cares that he doesn't call me best friend? I can call him my best friend. And I just thought that was really cool. And that was like a little mini lesson of the week that I wanted to share for those of you who have asked me frequently enough about friends or friendships or being friendly or having a best friend. So I hope that gives you just like a little different perspective or reframe to understand, and maybe if it feels good to you to accept that like you don't have to agree on a bucket. If they're trustworthy and loyal and kind and present and giving and generous and there for you, and you want to call them dear, best, favorite friend, then I think that's awesome. And I don't think we need to like put so much emphasis on like he said, she said, she said, she said, she said, he said. Well, who's got time for that? Ain't nobody got time for that, right? So I don't know. How did this resonate with you? This is the first time I'm saying it out loud. So let me know what you think. Let me know if that feels like something you can like jump on, or if it's like, no, I need my best friend to tell me I'm their best friend. I'm just curious. So now it's dialogue time. We're going back into the chat. So let's see what everyone's saying. I'm curious. So you guys are amazing. I haven't said that in a little bit, but just know how incredible you are. And I certainly know it, and I certainly feel it. And I'm loving that I have these big comments in here. That means that maybe there's some thoughts going, some dialogue, right? So let's start the conversation. I'm going to go back a little bit. I want to go through all of them. I promise you, I want to go through all of them. Somebody was timed out. In America, that sounded weird. In the US, that means, they're in trouble. And then when I went to Dominican Republic, like many moons ago, like when I was like, I don't know, probably in my 20s, I was like, ooh. And they're like, what's that? Are you peeling a plantain? I was like, actually, I could see why you say that. This is like, ooh, you're in trouble. And for Dominicans, it's like, oh, you're peeling a plantain. So I could never get that out of my head. It was actually my cousin who got married, David, who made me laugh. And so we Dominicans eat a lot of plantains, so we refer everything to a plátano, which is funny. Okay. All right, let's see. Where are we at? Oh, I love that, Caesar. Personally, I think one best friend is better than 100 friends. I love that. And if you are lucky and blessed enough to have a best friend, rock on you. I haven't always had best friends. I've had lots of friends, but, I've moved around so much that it's hard to keep track of people when you kind of go in different directions. I love that, Caesar. Nicola, very good question. Personally, I feel like flaky friends show me their true colors. I know I can't rely on them. Agreed. 100%, Mona. I didn't see Nicola's question, but let me see if I can find it. I love that you guys are having these conversations inside of the chat. I can't always get to all the comments, but I think that's what's so beautiful about take two. I think that's what's so beautiful about the FriFam is that you are there with each other, right? So I may not get to your question, answer, thought, perspective, but I love that you all provide something for one another. And I think that's what makes this FriFam so incredibly beautiful. And I thank you for helping us create that. I don't know. Okay, that was a snooze. I should not have had another alarm because I already did everything. Nicola, exactly. I went through that in middle school. I was bullied and I had a girl taking all my friends away from me when I've been so kind and invited them to my house and club. Yeah, and I think that's why this little lesson kind of spoke to me today, because it's like we've all had friends, right? And some prove to be better friends than others. And that's okay because they're there to teach us a lesson. They're there to teach us what we're willing to put up with, and what is like a boundary, like you did that, no thanks, that's not the kind of friend I want, right? So I think we learn a lot about ourselves through our friends, and I think it's an important part of our development. And as you get older, friends are less and less common, maybe, and not quite as big in the picture. And I think that's really, a key point, right? As you're going through your teens and 20s, where like friends are like end all be all. It's all about your friends, and enjoy it, right? Enjoy that time, because there's something really special about the memories you're going to create. And so don't think that because you have less friends when you're an adult that you should start like not having friends at now. Stretch out those friend years. It's all about the true colors. I love it. I tried my best to support people around me, even if it could bring me down. Pushinta, that's how I'm going to say your name until I can get to your name that you told me to call you by. It's escaping me right now. Is it Valerie? I think it starts with a V. But you know what? Yes, we can support others, but we also have to support ourselves, right? It's that whole oxygen mask thing. If you've ever flown, they always say, put your oxygen mask first, which I never understood. I was like, I have a kid and you want me to put my mask first, but the kid is like a baby and you want, like, I never got it. And now as an adult, I'm like, okay, I get it. It's not my first instinct, right? And that's why it's such a big reminder. You got to put your oxygen mask first. So I believe in supporting others as long as it's not a detriment to you and your well-being, right? So that's beautiful and generous of you, but you also have to take care of yourself, right? I believe. I am not still in touch with Avery White. Avery White and I were never really friends. We were friendly at Dhar Mann Studios. And because she doesn't work there anymore, I don't see her. I don't have any contact information with her, or contact information of hers to be in contact with. So she's a lovely young girl, and I've always wished her the best. Oh, we got best mod shout outs from Brandon Bear. Who knows what happened, but thank you everybody for taking care of it. And that's how we do, right? Sometimes people show up that don't have the best intentions, and you know what you do? Block, delete, report, all those things, right? Time out. We just don't need negativity in our life, and I'm a huge proponent in keeping the peace. Aaron, oh, you're back. Hi, Aaron. Welcome back. I hope you're well. And thank you for your kind words. And I'm glad that my smile can make you smile, because that makes me happy. Yes, the right people are out there for you, Caesar. It's so true for anybody who perhaps doesn't have a good friend or a best friend right now, or a boyfriend or a girlfriend. I've been in all those stages, and believe me, you will find your people. It's just at this point in time, you're meant to go through this part of your journey alone, or know what it's like to be lonely. I think that's a really big part of life, is to know what it's like to feel lonely and alone, so that when you find that person, you can have great gratitude and appreciation for what they bring into your life. So don't discount or discredit perhaps a lonely time in your life. I think it's hugely valuable. And I think when you can really understand and begin to accept and come to terms with you being lonely or alone, then that's when the person shows up. Be it a friend, being a long lost family member, being, a partner, whatever the case may be. So, sip of water time. Aleida Ramos Valeria. How many accounts? Oh, Blackpink, you're waiting for minute 22. I'm so happy. That makes me happy. Paradise Earth. Hello, my OG Paradise Earth. How are you doing? Okay, I also learned to not... Let me read this properly. Nicola says, I also learned not to get close with people too quickly because they will drop you at some point and you don't know them. I mean, I'm not going to lie. When you've been burned by someone, you're definitely more cautious going into the next thing and the next thing thereafter, right? I mean, I'd be foolish to say otherwise. I also believe that we leave our bags at the door, right? I'm a big fan of not carrying extra bags, metaphorically and emotionally, because I carry a lot of bags physically. I overpack a lot. But my point is that I believe that we need to give new people a chance to prove themselves, a chance to demonstrate their intentions, an opportunity to show their colors. And if we come into situations and relationships with a heavy bag of past experiences, then we're doing a disservice to the new person who's trying to come into your life, because not everybody is who that person was that you don't want in your life. You know what I mean? So I'm very proud of myself that despite, having had my fair share of bad past relationships and situationships and friendships, I still enjoy giving the person in front of me the benefit of the doubt. Yes, I protect my heart in the sense that, like, I may be less, XYZ, but I still don't assume that the person before me is like the person behind me, if that makes sense, right? So I believe humans are inherently good, and I believe that we need to be open to receiving the good in them. And I also believe that people shouldn't get the bad from other people. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it makes sense in my head, right? It's not fair to the person in front of you for you to think that they are like the person from your past, because everybody's different. And I think I wouldn't want to be treated that way. You know what I mean? Like if I'm in a new friendship, let's say, because I'm not going to be in a new relationship. I found my forever husband. Knock on wood. Hold on. I got to find wood. Gotta knock on a lot of wood for that one. So I wouldn't want somebody to treat me the way that the person who disappointed them treated. Hold on, knocking on wood threw me off. But I really wanted to knock on that wood. If I show up in someone's life, I wouldn't want them to treat me the way they would treat that person from their past, because they're scared of meeting and getting to know me. I know I have a good, honest heart, And I know that I would want the person in front of me to see me for me and not judge me for their past experiences or judge me like their past experiences. And I think that's just a human, a kind human courtesy, right? You can tell who's not deserving of your good energy. You usually get that initial little like, I'm going to watch this a little bit more, right? And I'm not talking about that. When you get that, you listen to that, right? I am big on that. Like if someone shows a red flag or a color, like Mona said, like that you're like, I'm not digging those colors right now. You listen to that. What I'm saying is, if there's someone who you're like, oh, this person is lovely, I'm enjoying their company, I wouldn't want us to close off and be like, nope, that past person treated me like this and I don't want to get to know this person because they are going to hurt me the way that person did. That's what I'm talking about. Dang, it took me a while to get around to that. But you know what I mean? I wanted to frame it because we do need to be mindful, right? Especially when you've already been hurt. You tend to be a little bit more closed off. But I think everybody deserves an opportunity to show their true colors. So. We are sweet friends, my Nicolas-san. We are, Armando and I, he is a beautiful friend to me. And I'm so grateful to him and for him. You don't need to waste people's time and energy. Mic drop, Brandon Bear. That's a good one. My quote for you is, what is predictable is unpredictable. Ooh, I love those little deep, like, let's think about these moments. What is predictable is unpredictable. True, right? Right? That is so true. That is so true. Wow. All right, I'm going to hustle because I do need to pop off on time. I have a meeting scheduled right after this. It was the only time they could do it. Trust me. Trust me. I do not take meetings right after this because I want to be with you all as much as I can. But sometimes, yes, I know who is true and reliable and who keeps my divulging in their heart. Who keeps my divulging in their heart? Well, as long as we can tell truth and reliability and loyalty and honesty, those are for me, the biggest values that a friend needs to have. If they don't have those, then you can be a friend from a distance. You can be friendly. You can be an acquaintance. I don't discount you as a human. It's just you're not my friend person. If someone puts you down, then they're not the right person for you. That's a tricky thing, isn't it? Sometimes you don't see when they're putting you down. Has that ever happened to you? Where you have a friend and you don't realize how passive aggressive they are and they're always putting you down and you're like laughing it off. It's happened to me a couple times where because I joke a lot, and I like to laugh a lot and I like, to keep things light and I make fun of things and I make fun of myself even though I know I shouldn't, but I keep things light. And then when somebody starts making fun of you, but you realize that there's that little hidden mean streak behind, watch out for that. Watch out for that. It's happened to me a couple times and I didn't see it at first. At first I was like, oh, we're joking. And then I saw and I was like, she ain't joking. That chick is not joking. She's telling mean, backstabbing things behind my back. Yeah, watch out for those. Miami International Autodrome. I don't know what that means. Mona, would you rather have clingy or flaky friends? Neither. They're not friends. How do I say this? I think we need to give everybody space and time and energy. But if someone just keeps flaking, then they're not making you a priority. And if someone's too clingy, then you don't want to feel suffocated, right? That's not a fun feeling. I think there's a happy medium. I think you just be you, be natural, be real. You cling when you cling, and then step back and don't cling as much. Because there are times where like you see each other every day. Like Armando and I saw each other every day. And we were clinging. I kid you not. We were clinging. I was like, when are you going to breakfast? When are you going to dinner? Like we were strategizing our days around like, our biggest decisions, which were like food, pool, and we were super clingy. And now we're back in our lives and, we can't cling as much because he's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing. So I think there's opportunities to cling. And then when you like realize like, oh, I got to take care of this or take care of that, then you uncling. I don't think it needs to be like, always clingy, right? And if you feel like someone's clingy, then you take a step back. Or if you feel like you're being clingy, take a step back. And then let them miss you a little bit, right? It's good to miss someone. I miss Armando. It's good to miss someone. I missed Oscar when I was there. It's good to miss someone, right? I think missing someone is fantastic. It's amazing because then you can't wait to see them again. Okay. Yes, your language is Pushinta. Okay, I know you guys have so many good comments and I've been chit-chat. Yeah, I like that, Mona. If you can't rely on a friend, then it's not a friend. If they're going to flake out every single time, Okay, Aleda is Valeria. Languages. I just want to be a singer, not a language person, to be honest. Singing a lot of languages. All right, let's see. We all have special skills, my love. Pushinta, we all have special skills that it might take us a little while to find them. That happened to me. But when you do, is it amazing? Oh, yeah. So keep learning languages because no matter what, that's not a skill that will rust. I guess it does get rusty. That's not what I meant. But like you can always use it, right? You can travel to new countries and use your language. Like that is like a mad skill to have. A mad awesome skill to have. I should clarify because some of you perhaps don't understand my weird English. Brandon Bear, I love that. I have real friends and I have true friends. Ooh, share more. That's really cool. Some people would classify real friends as true friends. But the fact that you made that distinction, I find that intriguing, Brandon Bear. Do share. Jose, my closest of friends is my group of people who I go to shows, concerts with. Of course, because that's your commonality. You already know you can hang with them and that they're fun and they got your back if anything happens. That's friends. Be careful who you trust. Absolutely. Yeah. But like I said, you can get that little inner like, this person. So that person you be careful with. I am talking about the people who are showing generosity and love and kindness and want to like have a friendship. That's who I'm talking about. Always, 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 always be mindful of that little inner like something off here feeling that we get. Mona said the same thing. Flaky is not a friend. It's easier for me to distract myself from them than what happened to me. Our connection fizzled. Yeah, that's what happens. It'll just fizzle. Because they're flaky. They're going to fizzle out. Not my type of friend. I agree, Mona. Epa, Marcos movie lover. Judgmental friends, they're not friends. If they're going to judge you, it's like, I do plenty of my own judging in my head that I can't control. Why am I going to keep you around? And that's what I'm talking about. That one girl who was like not joking, but disguised it as joking. Like when she made fun of me, and then I saw it one day, and it took like a couple of years for me to see it because I was always like ha 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 ha, and then one day someone told me, they're like, you realize that she's doing it this way? And I was like, no. And then she did it and I was like, oh smack dog, it like hit me in the head. I was like, that is not a kind joke. But it took me a little while because we had so much fun together. And we loved hanging out together, but she was passive aggressive. Oh, I know, Nicola. I had a feeling you would be able to maybe draw from this conversation about friends. Sometimes judgmental comments can be useful, but if it's too rude, that's not judgmental. That's criticizing. How about critique instead of judgmental? You can like offer someone some, insight or critique if they ask for it, right? Some like, what'd you think of this? Oh, I thought fill in the blank, right? But judgmental is like, why did you wear that? That looked ugly. I think that girl would say things like that to me. It was many years ago. So I don't really remember because out of sight, out of mind. I can also feel energy. Yes, Mona. In sincere friendships, I can't explain it, but I feel it in my heart. It has proven to be correct. I agree. And that comes with age, right? But sometimes you got to have those experiences because we had to undergo that experience to realize the difference, right? Epa, Brandon Bear, look at you with the gems. Oh my gosh. You don't have to always agree on everything, but you still respect people's opinions. I love that. That's a Maraca moment. Hold on. That's a Maraca moment. It's true. Not everyone's going to see eye to eye with you, but respect that person has their own opinions, their own history, their own experiences, their own, I think I said that right, perspective, right? Like, respect it. You might not agree with it, and if it's a deal breaker, then that's your choice, right? But don't make anyone feel less than because they have a different opinion than yours, right? And we don't want somebody else to do that to us, obviously. My Ninja Keys! Hello, my love. How you doing? Vyas with a comment here. For those who are dealing with narcissistic or emotionally immature people, deep technique found on Dr. Romaine's YouTube channel. Oh, cool. Don't defend. Don't explain. Don't engage. Don't personalize. Vyas, thank you for that. That's a Maraca moment. I love when we get to share lessons, as you know, and when we can source it like that, like when you're like bring receipts and you're like on this channel. I love that. Vyas, I'm glad, happy, thrilled, delighted to hear that you found someone who can give you a technique like that for you, because I know this has been a question in the past and I'm not equipped, nor am I a doctor, to give you that level of detail. But the fact that you were able to find Dr. Ramani's YouTube channel, rock on. I love that. That is amazing. And then you share it with us. That's a second Maraca moment, because you could have been like, okay, I found it and that's it. Sharing it is amazing. So thank you, Vyas, for that. That's powerful. Aloha! Lokai! How you doing? Oh, I wish I could speak Hawaiian. Aloha kakawahiaka to beautiful Wahin. I butchered that, but I'm going to go to Hawaiian. I'm going to learn what you said. Loving all your inspirational words. Oh, thank you, my love. Welcome back. Have a most wonderful Friday. Aloha from Hawaii. I hope you're doing well. I hope your friends and family are doing well. And aloha. I know, Nicola. I had a feeling. Your friend's name is Jennifer. My sister's name is Jennifer, one of them. Oh, good, Caesar. This resonated with me a lot, Jovanna. That makes me so happy. That was a weird facial expression. I caught it. I don't know if I could recreate it. That makes me so happy. I guess I do it a lot then. That makes me so happy because I always want us to have dialogue, right? And conversation, and y'all are chit-chatting. So I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. But you can still be friends even if you don't agree with their opinions. Yes, you can still be friends if it's okay with you. Peeling a plantain. Oh, you're laughing. You were so here for that, Lokai 27. I love that you got that. That was It goes to show every culture is different. For me, it's like, ooh, you're in trouble. And for him, and it's still my culture because it's the same country, it was peeling a plantain. And I was like, I could see that. So I've never been able to do this ever. And this was like 25, 30 years ago. I think I was still like in high school. I don't do the math. You don't need to be good at math on this channel. Ooh, look at you. You even brought receipts, Bushinta. What is predictable is unpredictable. What is predictable is unpredictable. Amalia Azazizan, a Malaysian singer, songwriter, and producer. Thank you for sharing that information and sharing her music, her work. I love that you're still laughing about the peeling the plant. Plátanos, Jose, you know what I mean. Oh, you met your friend in church and go to the same school. That's perfect. Authenticity. Yeah, close friends just are born and show up unexpected. Yeah. What was it? Predictable is the unpredictable, right, Pushinta? What is predictable is unpredictable, right? You never know who's going to come into your life. I love that. Money is not, I mean, it's necessary to live, but to support someone, showing faith and loyalty and honesty, those are invaluable. You can't put a price on those things. Ah, Marco's a movie lover. I love that. This is like a safe place to vent and help control our emotions. I'm going to Morocco moment that. This is a safe place thanks to our incredible mods. Huge shout out to Angela Wow and Mona. Just incredible mods who take such good care of us all. And that is why we're so strict and why we just want positivity, because we want this to be a safe place for us all to share what we're going through, our emotions. And if you need to vent, we'll be here in whatever capacity we can. And I love that, movie lover. I love that. Oh, you could be my friend. You're all my FriFam. That's more than friends. Gift, welcome back. Aw, I can relate to a lot of BFFs I've had replaced me for a new one, but I moved on and have better friends. It happens, right? It happens. And they serve their purpose too. So if someone is no longer in your life, they served their purpose. We don't know what it was. Oftentimes, like I say, you can only connect the dots looking back, right? So in the moment when something happens, you're like, why? Like, why did this happen? And then you fast forward and you're like, oh, that's why it happened. But you don't have that foresight oftentimes, right? You learn it later on. So just be patient with the process and the path. It's your journey. And I say that often because it's true. It's your journey. And you're going to be able to look back and be like, oh, this makes total sense. It might not right now, but it will one day. I promise you that. I love that too, Mona. I love people who don't sugarcoat. Like, you can, like, find a kind way of saying something, but don't, like, not tell me because you don't want to hurt me. Like, I'd rather know, right? I think that's important. Oh, I consider everyone in the FriFam my friends. Me too, Sarah Baby Doll Love. Me too. Don't feel guilty for not speaking Spanish. Learn it. Since you learn languages so easily, you'll probably learn it super fast. Our language has borrowed a lot of words from many other languages, so it's probably going to be very easy for you, Pushinta. Aww. All right, everybody. I'm glad this was a cool topic of conversation and how I was able to. It's Isa! Pushinta! It's Isabel. I don't know why I thought it started with a V. Okay, Isabela. I have a little cousin named Isabela from New York. She's not little anymore. She's like tall because my cousins are all like 6'5". And I'm going to see her and I'm going to be like, hi, little cousin. And she's going to be like, no, you're the little cousin because my family's short. Her family is tall. So I got to meet her. I've never met her in real life. Isabela, Isa. Pushinta is Isabela. Got it. Soledad! Welcome, Soledad! Nice to have you back. Oh, look at that. Your grandma's 69 and she actually makes many friends her age. Because that era was different. That era is different, right? They didn't have like the social media, like the keyboard, right? They like actually had to get out of their house to like meet friends. So I think they have a different expectation or understanding about, maintaining friendships, right? You used to have to write letters back in the day, and they probably still hold on to that, which is really precious and priceless. Thank you, Vias, for putting Dr. Ramani's information in there again. Oh my God, you guys are amazing. Okay, so let's do that. The winners to the contest, right? Let's do this. So I went through the comments and I eliminated anybody who put like multiple comments, right? Like multiple suggestions. Like there are some people that named like 7 places. I was like, and why I did that is because I want us to trust our first instinct, right? I want us to be confident and being like, I believe it's this, right? And if you're mistaken, someone else can be like, well, it's not that, it's this. Okay, but I committed to my answer. I committed to what I thought it was, right? So I eliminated those responses. I thought it was only fair. So there were several of you who guessed, thanks to my dear friend, Armando. He totally ruined my fun contest idea. I told him that. I'm like, Armando! And he was laughing. So, the people, the younglings, I can't believe I said that. The younglings who got it right were... Okay, let me make sure everybody's good. Everyone's good. Oh, you guys are amazing. It's really hard to... Sarah Baby Doll! Oh, let me love that. Thank you, my Sarah Baby Doll. Oh, that's for my little sister. Oh, my Sarah Baby Doll. That's so sweet. I'm going to have to let her know. Thank you. That is so sweet. Gosh darn. You're so thoughtful, Sensei Jovanna. Wow, Sensei. Hold on. Oh my God, I love how much conversation this brought up. Yeah, I agree, Angela. If someone calls me best friend on day 1, I'm like, I want to earn it. Okay. I agree, Angela. That is a red flag. Oh my God, you guys have so many good comments, and I'm sitting here chit-chatting. Nicolas-san, thank you. I'm honestly so happy to see you and Armando as well as you and Catherine together. They're both lucky to have you as friends. Oh my gosh, Nicolas, thank you. Thank you for that. And I feel blessed as well to have them in my life. So, Nicolas, our baby doll, and Victor... I like to remember. Oh, yeah, no divulging secrets. I agree, Mona. No. No divulging secrets. That's number 1 in a true friend. Okay, I'm just making sure everybody's good. Oh, my God, there's so many good comments. I don't know what to do here. Victor, if you're still here and you want to leave me your IG on a post, not in here because I won't see it, I want to add you to my little thank you list of those who super chatted. I just don't see it anymore. Okay. Oh my God, there's so much going on. I love it. I love it. This really brought up a lot of comments from you guys. Yeah, Mona's like, since she has to stop at the hour, and I'm going, oh yeah, I got a meeting. Oh, snap dog. This is why I don't schedule anything afterwards. Okay. Okay, so here we go. So CJ Eats was the first one to guess. Blinked Edits 2016 guessed. Tiny Valeria guessed correctly. And Sarah Baby Doll. So I had 4 winners who guessed accurately, and I couldn't decide because I didn't specify in the rules that there was only going to be 1 winner. So what I wanted to do was, if any or all of you would like to do like a quick little 15-minute Zoom, you and I, then reach out to me. I will give you my calendar and we can schedule it. I also have a calendar on my website, which is jovannavidalspeaks.com. So you can get on my calendar and we can do like a quick little, meet and greet online. So again, it was CJ Eats, Blinked Edits 2016, Tiny Valeria, and Sarah Baby Doll Love. So, yeah, that was fun. That was fun. So let's get in touch. Let's schedule that because, you won. Thank you for playing with me, even though Armando gave away my whole... That was another lesson. Make sure you tell other people what you're doing who can mess up your plan. Caesar, so last week I did a little video. I was hidden away, tucked away in this all incognito place, and I was like, if you can guess where I'm at, you win like a little 15-minute chat with me. And then Armando was spreading out exactly where we were. I was like, Armando, really? All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up, but with this. Many of you know what's coming. I just need to do a little. I haven't. I've never won anything. I know. Isn't it incredible when you win something? Oh, Nicola, that's beautiful. I like other people talking to you too, because we coach already. And trust your instinct. Of course you won being new. When you guess, you guess. Reach out to me, Blackpink Fan Edits. We will get you. Oh, you're still here, Luca. Hi. I know I'm not probably pronouncing that properly, but... you have a small Tibetan bowl. Aren't they amazing? All right. Breathe. Take a breath. Take a breath. Take a breath. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being amazing. Stay light, stay bright. Lead the way, my loves. Happy Friday, Brandon Bear. Happy Friday. Cannot wait to be back with you guys. To the winners. Yeah, boy. All right. I love you all. Thank you for keeping me on time in check. You guys are amazing. I love you. I miss you already. Bye, everybody. Happy Friday. I miss y'all.